Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're talking about the end of an era. Seriously, we've all moved way past the novelty of asking an AI to, write a poem or a silly song. We are officially entering the age of the Agentic Mesh. And, the big aha moment here isn't that AI is just getting smarter. It's that AI is finally learning how to work as a team.
That's right. The real revolution isn't just about a better chatbot, it's about a fully coordinated digital workforce. We've gone from asking one AI a single question to actually managing a whole team of them to get a real job done. So, let's dive in.
All right, here's our roadmap. We're going to start with the core problem that held AI back for years. Then we'll introduce a powerful new way to think about it, pop the hood on the architecture, and reveal some mind-bending tech that powers it all. After that, we'll check out the tools developers are using to build it, and finally, we'll look at the autonomous future it's creating.
So, what was so broken about the old way? Well, in the early 2020s, we basically hit a wall. And it wasn't a problem of intelligence. It was a problem of coordination. We had all these incredible specialized AI tools, but they were like brilliant employees who couldn't speak the same language.
And this quote right here, it just nails the bottleneck. You know the drill. You get an answer from one AI, then you'd have to copy it, open another window, paste it in, and add a bunch more context just to get to the next step. You were the project manager. You were the integrator. You were the human glue holding the whole fragile thing together. It was slow, it was manual, and honestly, it was incredibly frustrating. So to solve this, the entire structure of how we use AI had to change. And probably the best way to really get this shift is with an analogy. Let's look at how we go from a lonely genius to a corporate powerhouse.
First, let's picture the old way. Imagine a Nobel Prize-winning professor, a true genius, but they're completely isolated in their office. No phone, no email, no colleagues to bounce ideas off of. Sure, you can ask them the most complex question imaginable in their field and get a world-class answer, but that's it. They can't call anyone, they can't use any tools, they can't order lab supplies. They have all this intelligence, but absolutely zero ability to act on it in the real world.
Okay, now for the new way. Picture a buzzing, state-of-the-art corporate headquarters. The logistics team is over there optimizing shipping routes in real time. The compliance department is checking global regulations, and the sourcing team is negotiating with suppliers. All at the same time, all communicating seamlessly, all working towards one single goal. Now that is a system that gets things done. So, the crucial takeaway is this transition, right here. From isolated intelligence to collective intelligence. We're moving away from that single, lonely professor and towards that coordinated corporate HQ, where a whole team of specialized agents, all managed by a central orchestrator, can tackle complex, multi-step problems completely on their own.
So how does this corporate HQ actually work under the hood? Let's get into the architecture. It turns out there are 4 core pillars that make this entire system of what's called governed autonomy possible. And all that means is the AI has the freedom to act, but it has to be within a set of rules and guidelines that we define.
And here they are. First, you've got the orchestrator. That's the brain of the operation, delegating all the tasks. Second is shared memory, which means what one agent learns, every other agent on the team instantly knows. No more AI amnesia. Third, you've got communication protocols, which is the universal language they all speak. And finally, governance, the essential guardrails that keep this incredibly powerful system safe and on track.
Okay, theory is great, but let's make this feel real. Imagine a global manufacturer suddenly runs out of a critical component. In the old world, this is a 5-alarm fire, right? Everyone's panicking. But in the agentic world, it's just another task on the to-do list.
The difference in speed is just staggering. Manually, solving this problem takes about 72 hours of panicked emails and phone calls. With an Agentic Mesh, a sensor on the factory floor detects the shortage. Immediately, the orchestrator deploys a squad of agents. A sourcing agent finds new suppliers, a compliance agent vets them against global regulations, and a pricing agent negotiates the best deal. The entire coordinated solution is then packaged up and sent to a human manager for a final thumbs up. The whole process? Just 72 seconds.
All right, we've seen the what and the how, but now we get to the most mind-bending part of this whole story. This is the part that fundamentally changes the performance of these AI teams. Honestly, this is where it gets wild.
So you have to ask the question, when that sourcing agent and compliance agent are collaborating at lightning speed, how are they actually communicating? Are they just, shooting texts back and forth to each other? For a while, that's pretty much how it worked, but researchers realized that was incredibly inefficient.
It turns out forcing an AI to use human language to talk to another AI is like having two supercomputers communicate by printing out documents, scanning them, and then emailing those scans back and forth. So much information is lost in translation. The breakthrough is something called latent collaboration. Instead of talking, the agents share their internal thoughts, their raw neural states, directly with each other. It's a completely lossless, perfect transfer of information.
Now, don't get hung up on the complex math you see here. What's important is that this isn't just some cool idea. It's grounded in serious research. And what it basically says is, the smarter the AI gets, the bigger its internal hidden dimension grows, the more powerful this silent communication becomes. It's not just a small improvement, it's a fundamental performance multiplier.
And the results are just dropping. By thinking without speaking, these agents use up to 85% fewer tokens, they operate 4 to 7 times faster, and here's the real kicker, their reasoning accuracy actually goes up by almost 15%. They get smarter, faster, and cheaper all at the same time.
And this isn't just science fiction. Developers are building these systems right now using a whole new generation of mostly open-source frameworks. Let's take a quick look at the modern toolkit.
The landscape is evolving incredibly fast. As you can see, for really complex, auditable enterprise apps, something like LangGraph is becoming a standard. For rapid prototyping and just getting ideas off the ground, Crew AI is super popular. Microsoft's new agent framework, MAF 1.0, is built for serious enterprise-grade development. And the OpenAI Agents SDK is great for more lightweight workflows that can coordinate over 100 different AI models.
So where's all of this going? Let's wrap this up by looking at 3 major shifts on the horizon that this technology is about to kickstart.
First, get ready for the end of search and scroll. Your personal agent will understand what you need and just go buy things for you. Second, logistics will become a totally invisible, zero-friction background service. And third, we're going to see autonomous swarms of AI agents that can hypothesize, test, and verify new scientific breakthroughs at a scale that we can't even imagine right now.
If you take just one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. Our entire relationship with AI is fundamentally changing. We are no longer just prompting a single tool hoping for an answer. We are becoming the managers, the directors of an autonomous digital workforce.
This technology is literally becoming the new connective tissue for how business and research get done. The systems are powerful, they're autonomous, and they're ready to go. The real challenge now, and the real opportunity, is for us to get crystal clear about what we want them to do.
So, that leaves us with one final question to think about. As we step into this new reality of collective intelligence, what's the first big, complicated problem you would assign to your own autonomous digital team? Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.